Hello, my fellow patriots. This is Alex with Disabled Vets Perspective, and we are repeating history. And I'm going to explain in just a second. But first, I want to say something here. We know that we are, as conservatives, we are under attack. Let me fix this phone just a fuzz. We're being hit from every possible side. We've got foreign interference, we've got domestic interference. We're not allowed on YouTube to discuss the erection frogs, so I can't even say those words right now. But a bunch of frogs with erections running around is, it's pretty embarrassing. But I want to address something that was sent to me by preacher this morning, Representative Johnson of Detroit. Put out a little thing this morning or last night and straight up threatened conservatives. That shit don't go. See, representatives that work for us do not threaten our well-being. I cannot understand why these people are allowed to do this shit and they're not arrested. Because if the tables were turned and conservatives were to throw threats in their directions, they would be picked up instantaneously. So, people, it's time to be picking sides. That's what I'm telling you. You better know where your loyalties lie, because we know where the Democrats lie. We know what they have on their mind. They want the extinction of the conservative in this country. And they don't want to just, dismiss them. They want us dead, okay? Dead. That is not cool, okay? I'm going to leave it at that because obviously I want to keep my channel, because I want to keep getting information out to you folks. But I just will leave it with this. The threats have got to stop. One more little tidbit. She mentioned that the military make them suffer. Well, I got news for you, biatch. I am former military. So are many of my brothers and sisters out there that love this country. So you may not get exactly what you want by giving military commands, okay? Just gonna leave it at that. I hope she gets this message. I hope somebody drops it on her Twitter, because don't threaten us anymore. We're sick of it. We collectively, as conservative, as patriots, are flat out sick of being threatened. So it's got to stop. Hey, Marshall.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a minute. Anyway, so the other thing I wanted to bring up was the when I mentioned we're repeating history, and I got this son right behind me again. We are repeating history, and some of you out there may still believe that the Civil War was based on slavery, but then you guys forget that it was many months. I think it was a little over a year before the Emancipation Proclamation was ever signed. Slavery was created or used as the excuse to get popularity with the public back into the fight, because people were losing interest in the war. But the actual reason that we went to war is because the northern states literally went rogue. They were trying to control what was going to happen in the southern states as far as what they were allowed to ship out of country, their exports. They were trying to control the funds going into the states in the south, and the southern states were literally starving, just trying to keep up with all the pressure from the northern states. And find a real history book and look this stuff up, because you're not going to find it on Google. But we are repeating it. right now, we've got a collective, they're not necessarily northern states, but there's a collective of liberal states that are trying to take control of every other state in the Union. So it's very similar to what was going on in the Civil War. And what we've got now is we've got the Texas lawsuit that has been filed against said states, not all of them, but several of them. And now we've got, I believe, Florida, Mississippi, I think Alabama's on board, Arkansas. Anyway, there's a few states now that are collectively suing the northern states for basically infringing on the voting rights of all of their constituents. The cheating in these other states doesn't just affect those states. It disenfranchises every state in the Union. Very likely, this video will only end up on Bitchute because I'm already talking about the forbidden information. But anyway, so the lawsuit is there, and it's just setting up the same way. You've got representatives from a liberal state threatening our well-being. You've got lawsuits from state to state, and it's all kind of lining up. So you guys need to be aware of it. You need to understand where we are. Have your preps in order. Make sure you're ready to hunker down. Make sure you're ready to defend your own. Make sure if you're called in defense of this nation that you're willing to stand up and do so. Because this, although it looks like there's a conclusion, it's going to take a little while. And there's going to be a lot of crap happening while we're waiting on that conclusion. So keep you all safe. Keep yourselves prepared. Look out for everything. Head on a pivot. Don't walk into a crowd of people that you aren't familiar with. Look out for each other when you guys show up in D.C. on the 12th, because you can guarantee that ISIS, excuse me, I meant Antifa will be there. So look out for each other. Stay safe out here. Pay attention to what's going on, because it's getting edgy. And be ready to do what you have to do to protect you and yours. Anyway, that being said, thumbs up on the way out. Make sure you tell your friends about me. Subscribe to the channel if you like what I have to say. And other than that, y'all, stay in the fight.